Hello students, good morning and welcome once again in the last part of this chapter, and in this part we will discuss the chemical reaction of haloarenes. Okay, so this is the last topic which we will finish in today's class. So there are total 3 type of reaction which haloarenes show. The first one is nucleophilic substitution, but in haloarenes the nucleophilic substitution is different when it is compared to the haloalkanes. Then it is electrophilic substitution, which is the characteristic reaction of the aromatic compounds. Okay, and the third one is reaction with metals. So we will discuss these 3 reactions, and we will also compare the nucleophilic substitution in haloarenes with haloalkanes. So let's start it. Now see, when we compare nucleophilic substitution in haloarenes with haloalkanes, their reactivity is very less compared to the reactivity of haloalkanes, which means if a nucleophile has choice to attack on any haloalkane or any haloarene, it will definitely show more reactivity for the haloalkanes. Now, why the reactivity of haloarenes is very less compared to the haloalkanes? We will discuss 4 factors behind this less reactivity of haloarenes. Okay, so let's just start it. The first factor for the lesser reactivity is resonance. Now, how it decreases the reactivity of haloarenes? Suppose this is chlorobenzene. Now here, due to presence of these lone pairs, it shows resonance, and we will get resonating structures like this one. Okay, then again this resonance will be proceeded, we will get this structure. After that, the next structure will be this one, and finally we will get the original structure back. Now see, due to this resonance we will get the resonance hybrid, in which we can see that there is partial double bond character in the carbon chlorine bond, right? Because we know that due to resonance, partial double bond characters are introduced in the single bond and partial single bond characters are introduced in the double bond. And due to this partial double bond characters, it is little difficult to break this bond during the nucleophilic substitution. But in case of haloalkanes, there is no double bond characters. That means this bond length in haloalkane is larger than the bond length in the haloarene, or this bond is the weaker compared to the carbon halogen bond in the haloarenes. So the reactivity of haloalkane is greater than the haloarene. So this is the first factor behind their reactivity. I think it is clear to all of you. Okay, so first and most important factor is resonance. Now see, the second factor is difference in hybridization. Like here in haloalkane, the hybridization of carbon is sp3, but in haloarene the hybridization of carbon atom is sp2, and the sp2 hybridized carbon is more electronegative than sp3 hybridized carbon atom. And due to this more electronegativity, the bond will be shorter, the charge separation will be lesser, and also the bond will be stronger. Okay, so here there is a data that in a haloalkane the carbon chlorine bond length is 177 picometer, whereas in haloarene it is 169 picometer. So comparatively the bond in haloarene is stronger due to more electronegativity of sp2 hybridized carbon atom. Okay, so this is the second factor behind the less reactivity of haloarenes. Now let's see the third factor, which is instability of phenylcation. Now what happens in nucleophilic substitution reaction? Suppose when the chlorine leaves this carbon atom, we get the carbocation. If it is SN1 mechanism, okay, in SN1 mechanism we get carbocation. Now suppose that we are observing the same SN1 mechanism in the haloarenes. Now after this chlorine, if leaves this benzene ring, a carbocation will be formed, which is phenyl carbocation. Now this carbocation is very unstable. Why? Because it is present on the more electronegative sp2 hybridized carbon atom, and it is also not stabilized by the resonance. Okay, so this carbocation is unstable. That's why this leaving group will not like to leave this phenyl ring. Okay, so the third factor is the instability of phenylcation. And what happened in SN2? See, nucleophile attack from the back side and the leaving group will leave the carbon atom. Now if we discuss the SN2 mechanism in haloarenes, we know that the pi electron density lies on the upward and downward side of the aromatic ring. That means the pi electron density of this benzene ring is present upward and downward of this ring. That means that if we discuss this haloarene, so its pi electron density is present here and also at the downside of the ring, and obviously this is electron density, which means it is negatively charged. So whenever a nucleophile approaches the chlorine atom, then this pi electron density will repel this nucleophile because both has the same charge. So the attack of nucleophile from the back side of chlorine is impossible in this case. So this is also a factor that in haloarenes SN1 and SN2 both type of mechanism is less feasible, because in SN2 type mechanism this pi electron density will repel the nucleophile, and if we consider SN1 like mechanism, then this phenylcation is unstable. So there are total 4 factors which we discussed. The first one is resonance. Due to resonance there is partial double bond character, that's why it is stronger bond. Then second one was the sp2 hybridization of carbon atom. Due to presence of sp2 hybridization, the carbon halogen bond is stronger. The third one is the instability of phenylcation, and the fourth one is the repulsion between nucleophile and pi electron density. Okay, so now see that these reactions will require high temperature to get completed. At higher temperature these reactions generally takes place. Now see that in this chlorobenzene, when we react it with NaOH at 623 Kelvin temperature and 300 atmospheric pressure, we get the phenol. Okay, so here we can see that we require very high temperature as well as pressure. Now what happens when we introduce an electron withdrawing group in the ring? This NO2 is an electron withdrawing group. What it will do? The electron withdrawing group will withdraw the electron density from the ring. That means it will make the ring more electronically deficient. So we can say that the presence of electron withdrawing group will increase the reactivity of nucleophilic substitution in the haloarenes. Okay, so here you can see that when you have attached the nitro group at the para position, now for the same reaction the required temperature is 443 Kelvin at normal pressure. Okay, why this is happening? Because of the electron withdrawing effect of this nitro group at para position, because we know that minus R effect works as at ortho and para position. Okay, now see that if we attach two nitro groups, then further the requirement of temperature is decreased. Now it is required only 368 Kelvin, and we are getting the same product, which is substituted product. OH negative is substituting the Cl negative. And what in case if we attach here 3 NO2 group at all the ortho and para position? In that case we will not require high temperature, we will need the simple warming condition. At normal temperature it will show the reaction. Okay, so here you can see that electron withdrawing group can change their reactivity. Okay, so here in this slide you can see that if 3 NO2 group are attached, that we just need to simply warm the mixture and we will get the product. Now see that the effect of NO2 is introduced as ortho and para position, then the reactivity is increased, but at meta position we will not observe any significant change in reactivity, because at meta position the minus R effect will not work, because resonance works only at the ortho and para position. Let's understand it with the example of the mechanism. Okay, see in this first diagram, when OH attacks on this carbon, we see a negative charge generated at the ortho position. Now due to resonance, this negative charge will come on para position and again on ortho position. But here we have attached this NO2 group at para position, so what it will do, it will indulge this negative charge in the resonance. Okay, so due to presence of this NO2 group, the negative charge will also included in the resonance in the nitro group also. So it increases their total number of resonating structures, and higher the resonating structure, more will be the stability. Okay, so here you can see that in these resonating structures, the NO2 group present at para position will stabilize this negative charge. Okay, so what happens in first step, again this negative charge makes the bond here and the chlorine leaves the benzene ring and we get the product. At ortho position also the negative charge is getting stabilized. Okay, so at ortho position also the reactivity is increased. But see at meta position, look at this diagram. What happens? Negative charge will be generated at ortho, para and again on ortho when we will observe their resonating structures. So this NO2 group present at the meta position will not contribute in the stabilizing this negative charge through resonance. So here you can see in these resonating structures, the negative charge is not generating on this carbon atom. That means this NO2 group is not stabilizing this negative charge in this third example or third mechanism here. So similarly at meta position it will not increase the reactivity significantly. Okay, so that is the reason behind the increment in reactivity by adding the electron withdrawing group at ortho and para position. Okay, now see, we will discuss the electrophilic substitution reaction, which is called ARSE. aromatic substitution of electrophile. Now, before starting the electrophilic substitution reaction, we will discuss the directive influence of halogen, which means if electrophile wants to add on the benzene ring, where it will be added due to the influence of halogen group. So, when you observe this resonating structure, you see that negative charge is coming on ortho, para and ortho position. So, when we compare ortho and para position with meta position, you tell me that where this electrophile would like to attached, on negative charge carbon atom or on neutral carbon atom. Obviously, electrophile will like the more electronically rich site, which is ortho and para. And when we compare both ortho and para, then it will like to add on para position more, because the steric repulsion will be lesser at the para position. So the directive influence of halogen is ortho and para directive. Okay, but their reactivity is lesser than the normal benzene. That means if we compare the haloarene with normal benzene, their reactivity for aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction is lesser than that. Now, why it is lesser instead of the electron releasing effect of halogen? Okay, so it is called exceptional behavior of halogen. We also discussed this topic in class 11. Exceptional behavior of halogen. Now, what is this exceptional behavior? Generally, what happens that all the deactivating groups are meta-directing and all the activating groups are ortho and para-directing. Deactivating group means those who have electron withdrawing effect are meta-directive, and those who have electron releasing effect are ortho and para-directive. So here the directive influence of halogen is ortho and para-directive because of the electron donating resonance effect, but their reactivity is decided by their minus I effect, negative inductive effect. So this is the exceptional behavior of halogen. Their directive influence is ortho and para, and they are deactivating groups. Okay, so keep this thing in mind. These are deactivating groups and ortho and para directive. Now, some electrophilic substitution reaction which we have studied in class 11 also, like Friedel-Crafts acylation, Friedel-Crafts alkylation, halogenation, sulfonation, nitration, etc. These 5 reactions we have discussed in the class 11. Now, what happens here when we see chlorination? We know that this chlorine is ortho and para directive. That means in product this chlorine may attach here or here, okay, and the para product will be major because of less repulsion, as I already told you. This is nitration reaction. Concentration H2SO4 plus HNO3 is called nitrating mixture. So NO2 group may be introduced at ortho and para product will be major. This is sulfonation reaction, concentrate H2SO4 and heating. Here also the para product is major. Okay, then in Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation also the para product will be major. Here you can see. So in Friedel-Crafts alkylation, methyl group will be attached, and in Friedel-Crafts acylation, COCH3 group will be attached to the phenyl ring. So in the aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction, the para product will be formed as the major product. Okay, so this is all about the aromatic electrophilic substitution. Now the last reaction is the reaction with metals. Now see that in haloalkanes we have discussed one reaction which we called Woods reaction. Woods What was that? We take alkyl halide with sodium and we get the dimerized alkane as the product. Now if the same reaction we proceed by taking a aryl halide, okay, so what we will get here? We will get a dimerized phenyl ring. So this reaction is very similar to Wood's reaction. Just what we did, we have replaced the alkyl halide with aryl halide and the same dimerization is being observed. So this reaction is renamed or called as Fittig reaction because these reactions were given by the different scientists or researchers. So Wood's reaction and Fittig reaction, when we replace alkyl halide with aryl halide. Now what if we take both of them as the combination? Suppose we take alkyl halide with sodium and also we take aryl halide. What will happen here? Here we will get dimerization between alkyl group and aryl group. So this is a combination of Wood's reaction and Fittig reaction. So this is called Wood's Fittig reaction. Okay, so their naming is very simple. You can easily remember these reactions. So this one is Wood's Fittig reaction. You can see dimerization between phenyl ring and alkyl group, and if we take phenyl ring or haloarene, then this is called Fittig reaction. And Wood's reaction we have completed in the haloalkanes. So that's all in this chapter. Now all you need to do is just revise the complete chapter including all the reactions. Try to write down the reaction without looking at them. Okay, wherever you feel problem, you just can match your reactions, and you will need these reactions to find out your answers of organic synthesis problems or conversion problems. So here are some questions you can see related to organic conversions, and these kind of questions are asked in a major amount in CBSE exams. So if you remember all these reactions which we have completed in this chapter, then you can solve all these questions. Okay, let me solve any random 2 or 3 questions for you, and then you will practice all these exercises. Okay, see here, first conversion is asked from propene to propane 1-ol. So first of all we will draw their structures. Propene is CH3 CH double bond CH2, and propane 1-ol is CH3 CH2 CH2 OH. So we have to prepare this from this. Now how can we prepare? We can introduce OH group by SN reaction on haloalkane, and we can create a halo group here by anti-Markovnikov addition of HX. CH3CH CH2. If we simply take HX, then hydrogen will be added here and halogen will be added at this carbon, which is called Markovnikov product. But if we take peroxide, then anti-Markovnikov product is formed. That means now X will be added here and hydrogen will be added here. Let's suppose it is HCl. So this is chlorine. Now what we can do? We can react it with KOH and SN reaction will takes place. This OH will react, attack on this carbon, chlorine will be removed, and we will get 1-hydroxypropane or propane 1-ol. Okay, so that is the way of solving these kind of questions. Let me take another random question. Suppose this one, 6th one, benzyl alcohol to 2-phenyl ethanoic acid. Now let's draw. What is benzyl alcohol? We know that benzyl group is benzyl position is this one. So this is benzyl alcohol, and we have to make 2-phenyl ethanoic acid. So what is 2-phenyl ethanoic acid? This is ethanoic acid, and first carbon, second carbon. So on second carbon there is a phenyl ring. Okay, so this is 2-phenyl ethanoic acid. Now see, we have to prepare this one from this one. How can we do? We can do, first of all, so we have studied the method of preparation of halo compounds by using alcohols. Recall those reactions. We can take SOCl2 or PCl3 or PCl5 or HX in acidic medium, etc. So let's say we take PCl5 here. What happens? This OH will be replaced by Cl. Okay, so we will get CH2Cl. Now see that whenever we hydrolyze the cyanide group, we get COOH group. Okay, this is a normal hydrolysis reaction. The cyanide group after hydrolysis gives carboxylic group. So if we can replace this chlorine with cyanide group, we can create or prepare this one. What we can take between KCN and AgCN, which one gives cyano compound? KCN gives cyano compound, AgCN gives isocyanates. Okay, so here we will get CH2CN, and after hydrolysis we will get the desired product, which is ethanoic acid, 2-phenyl ethanoic acid. So this requires a lot of practice of organic reactions. Okay, so you are requested to solve all these questions. In any question, if you have doubt, we will make a separate session for the synthesis part. Okay, but the synthesis is dependent on the reactions which we have covered already. Suppose this one is let's discuss this one, aniline to chlorobenzene. Okay, so we have also seen this reaction. Whenever aniline is reacted with diazo mixture NaNO2, okay, we get diazo NaNO2 plus HCl, we get diazo salt N2 plus Cl negative, and this diazo salt can give nucleophilic substitution reaction. So by the during the formation of chlorobenzene, we can take Zn Cu2Cl2 for the formation of chlorobenzene. Okay, so you have to recall all the reactions to solve these exercises, and these exercises are very important. So that's it in this chapter. This chapter is now finished. Some other topics were there, like some properties of chloroform, DDT, CH2Cl2, chlorofluorocarbons, etc. But now these topics are removed for this session. Okay, so that's all which we need to study in this chapter.